This man, Sledge, has something we need.
And then, for a little while, not much happened. Don't get me wrong, there's been plenty of game, but since the last video I made about Borderlands, there hasn't been all that much story. Even new characters I've been introduced to have just kind of been there. I think that means we're officially in the questy part of the game, and so for a little bit, I wondered what the heck I was going to make a video about. I mean, it's hard to dig too deep into the story of kill 10 racks. So when I started a fetch quest, Hidden Journal, the Arid Badlands, I figured it would be more of that. Fun to play, but not much to talk about. Boy, was I wrong. We learned so much about Patricia Tanis from these 5 audio logs that she might be the best developed character in the game so far. How quickly TK was dethroned. The first line of the first journal introduces us to who's speaking, but the second line already tells us who she is. Listen for it.
I have been assigned to this sector by my superiors to find evidence of abandoned alien technology, similar to that found by our competitor, the Atlas Company, in the ruins on Prometheus.
Did you hear how she said superiors? That tells us everything we need to know about how Patricia thinks about people who are supposed to be above her. Let's keep going.
Technology that many believe made them the superpower they are now. This kind of find seems astronomically improbable on a rock like this, but my benefactors believe in it enough to waste my considerable talents.
There it is again. Amidst the exposition, we get another crystal clear look at who Patricia Tanis is. Waste my considerable talents. She doesn't believe in the mission she's on, but she sure believes in herself. The second journal, from her 43rd day on Pandora, just reinforces who she is.
Day 43 on Pandora. At least I believe it to be the 43rd day I've been here. The moonlight cycles are difficult to get used to. The planet rotation day is over 90 hours long. The people that inhabit this salted dust ball are as ignorant as I've seen in this galaxy. When I attach scientific inquiry to something like the Vault, I'm greeted with silly nursery rhymes and slack-jawed soliloquy about a man who knew a man who knew a man. They drift off into a stupor where I half imagine they're drunk or brain damaged and are unaware of my continued presence. If I believed in hell, I would contemplate how it compared to Pandora. Ironically, such a belief would align me with these Neanderthals.
By the third journal, 76 days in, we learn that either Pandora is changing Patricia in some significant ways.
This is the 76th day. I was woken up, hoping I was having a reoccurring nightmare. We spent more than 36 hours earlier today relocating our campsite closer to our dig site, only to be ambushed by local wildlife that's hungry coming out of hibernation. Half of my staff was eaten alive, or killed by skags. I survived by hiding under a colleague of mine who was being devoured on top of me. His name was Carl. My emotions are deadened, and I grieve for none of them. In point of fact, the only emotion I felt was that of joy. I felt joy because his chair was always more comfortable than mine. I took his chair, and then I noticed the emissive glow on the rocks at the dig site.
Or it's allowing her to reveal who she was all along. But hey, at least she may have found something that she was there to discover. In Journal 4, Day 119, Patricia confirms that they have found proof of alien life on Pandora. But at what cost?
Day 119. I sat in the shower in tears for just under an hour. This is interesting, considering we haven't had water for days. I equate my ever-decreasing sanity with that of the population of my dig site. With the investigation of the symbols and glowing patterns at the site, we finally unearthed arguably certifiable proof of the existence of alien life having been here on Pandora. But this celebration was lonely, as I only have 2 colleagues left. And I'm not too fond of the fat girl, Chimay. I've been told that scientific discovery requires sacrifice, but I never understood what they meant until now.
Even Patricia believes her sanity is declining, which is interesting to consider. She's sane enough to realize she's losing it. Again, is that Pandora? We'll have to see. By Journal 5, Day 172, whatever grip on sanity Patricia once held is probably gone.
Day 172. The fat girl, Shimei, was crushed under an alien ruin that collapsed today. She didn't die right away and begged me to put her out of her misery as she choked on various fluids and bile. I hesitated because she was the last one alive that wasn't me. As she was choking and coughing and dying, I tried to enjoy the interaction, which I imagined to be a conversation, as I knew it was the last I would have for a while. I finally got around to smothering her so that I could continue my research. I could tell that she regretted the decision. The Skags have been waiting for this meal for a while. They will not go hungry tonight.
Or again, she was always just this way, and Pandora gave her the opportunity to express it. Either way, what a great optional quest. We learn a lot about a character and a lot about the world of Pandora, all through a few audio logs that we listen to while we're doing other things. I know fetch quests aren't always the most exciting, but this one packs so much story, I'd almost argue it should have been required. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.